What up, cappers, gamblers, punters? Que pasa, sluta? What up, my man Spidey? What up, Mama? What up, sports fans? Wednesday, September 19th feels like a good day to make a little cash. Something the Padres, well, I ended up like slightly up units, but slightly down cash. Because I didn't make that team total over. I couldn't bet that first 5 team total over with the Rays. But we will get to that. My name is Jimmy the Bag. I'm sitting beside the legend, Lodals, Loshak, Toshak, Totals, Loshak. And we are ready to get to work. Cammy Gopher joining us says, want to say a big thank you for everyone for last night's picks. I cashed my 3-team parlay money line. By the way, I love this show.
Oh, thank you so much, Cammy Gopher. Yeah, the picks overall were good. And Jim, another thing is, you're saying all this time like, it's so great to be sitting here beside you with your positive record. Jim, I'm betting into markets that are easier to beat. The second halves, the first half team total overs. You know what I'm saying? You don't do as much of that, and I think you probably should. And if you're going to bet on your own personal accounts, make those your bets as well.
I agree. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just saying it makes me, because when you say like I didn't have an opportunity to bet that first 5 team total over, it's like but that's where the value is. You know what I'm saying?
There's no doubt.
At times.
There's no doubt. But by the way, let me thank the Tampa Bay Rays for taking care of business for me last night, because the Pirates did not, even though they did win in 11, they did get me. MVP Sportsbook, my man Stooch joining us. He will be sending a video today. I'm very excited. So will my man Mr. Gokster will be sending a video today.
Nice.
Jared Schrader, Kobe Valentine goes 5-1-1 last night. Flipper 13 in the house. Brandon Biaggi, Anil Frank, Tomarino Tomor, not applicable. Superior Sports says, real quick, who do you have for the Atlanta game? I'm not betting it. That's who I have for the Atlanta. Over the pants butt stuff, back in action. What did I tell you about the Cubs yesterday? Also, shout out to Pink Eye Genie, who just keeps telling us, fade the Diamondbacks, fade the Diamondbacks, fade the Diamondbacks. Marcellus Wallace has told you about the Jays over. Hey, I pushed my first 5 under, and I would have hit it if it weren't for those 2 ridiculous errors on the same play. So I didn't lose, but nice spot. And there's Pink Eye Genie. Train has not left the station. Can still get on the blind D-backs fade. Full tank mode now. Awareness. And Pete, we should break down this game right away.
Oh, what? There's one coming up right now?
In 7 minutes.
Oh, in 7 minutes.
Cardinals,
Okay.
Braves,
Right.
Flaherty.
Yeah, let's jump onto it, Jim.
Tukey. Game time temp 86 Fahrenheit. Wind blowing sideways, but very soft. Both pitchers, 2014 first round picks. Both pitchers, 22 years old. Now Flaherty has a lot more experience than Tukey. Flaherty 8-7, 2.86 ERA, 1.06 WHIP through 138 in the third innings, 168 Ks in those 138 in the third. 4-0, 1.13 ERA in August, dipped slightly. And you talked about he was having some problems with location. He was walking too many batters, but still 2.81 ERA so far in September. Most recent start was fine against the Dodgers. They did get him for 4 hits and a run over 6 innings. It was better than fine. That's good. Struck out 8. He's a good pitcher. Limiting opposing hitters to a 193 average overall, 186 on the road. Lefties just 181 off him. Righties just 204. Tukey, though, seems to not be quite ready yet, even though he has all the talent in the world. He walked 4, allowed 2 hits, giving up 3 runs in a 1-inning relief appearance against Washington last Saturday. Between AA Mississippi, Triple A Gwinnett, looks great, and he looked better as he went up. But overall, 2.38 ERA, 1.13 WHIP. Lefties are just 3 for 27 off of him. It's walking too many batters that seems to be the problem. You know what? I'm not on this. Brian Watson, thanks for getting to St. Louis so fast. I agree that the Cardinals seem like the play, but I don't know if I want to take it.
First of all, massive shout out to Red Girl if she's watching or listening for nailing St. Louis yesterday. You made a video about it, but also early in the show said it was her birthday pick of the day, everything. Jim, this is another situation where I'm thinking that one of these peripheral bets might be the way to go. Second half over is what I was thinking here. Would you be a lamb and look at this lineup with me? And
we've already been told that Matt Carpenter is not in the lineup.
Yeah, so how big of a deal is that?
Well, he could be the MVP of the league.
Right.
So it's a huge deal.
But I mean, does the rest of the lineup have some pop here? Colton Wong, Martinez, DeJong, Ozuna. What do you think? Not really?
Some
kind of?
pop. Not
some
much.
Pop?
No, I mean, he's the straw that stirs the drink.
Mm-hmm.
I would hate to be backing the Cardinals and have got it before. Obviously, there's been line movement towards the Braves.
No, towards the Cardinals.
Oh, wow. Still
which is interesting.
Interesting.
Now, why would that be? Is someone out for the Cardinals that I'm not seeing? I mean, for the Braves?
Inciarte. No, this looks like this looks like a fine Braves lineup.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I guess people just believe the St. Louis train is rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Avery, St. Louis team total over 4.5 at plus 120. Let's see. No Shirt says, Cards got steamed to the high heavens. It was a good overnight bet. Now the edge is gone, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not going back to the well here, even though I haven't been going to the well. I haven't been banking off of the cards while you guys all have the last couple days. But yeah, I'm off of it. I'm not making a move here. This is not how I want to start my morning. Eric Jones says cards under 8.5, guys. Dafan says Carpenter will be pinch hitting. You know what? I think this is a good day to give him a complete full day off. And I think that's probably, but I mean, again, if it's close, Noah Lastark's on this Bayern Benfica BTTS. I made that bet.
Oh, did you?
I did make the soccer bets. I did.
Oh, yes, so did I. I bet Bayern over 3, and I bet Bayern -1, and I bet Juventus to win.
Good work.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't take Joker it.
No, I did. I took that one as well.
Oh, you did the KHL bet.
Yep, absolutely.
And Joker it plays again on Friday. R2D2 says hammer them every day. Alonso Shiver says St. Louis wins easy. Nova Sports Network, no runs in the first inning. Nolly knows St. Louis Atlanta under. Anil Frank going just with the team total over for Juventus. Too much value not to take Ronaldo, and Ronaldo will score one for sure. Native Queen, the Oracle, joining us. You know, I need more Native Queen.
Shout out to Native Queen.
Native Queen, we need more. And Native Queen, I drink out of this every single day in your honor. I have so much love for you. Native Queen, St. Louis, first 5 team total over 2.
Oh, really? So she likes Toussaint to struggle again.
Yeah. DJ 100 grand likes the over.
All right, I'm going to take a shot here. This is a borderline play. I don't know if you want to tail it, but I am going to take the second half over here. St. Louis, Atlanta, second half over 3.5, minus 105. We'll see if we can start off the day with a win. That's, you know, it's borderline, and I, of course, don't like the fact that what's his name is out, but I am going to take a shot with the second half over here, 3.5 minus 105. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Easy VZ over trends in series, but day games trend under. Cardinals money line over under, no bet. So yeah, I don't. This is not how I want to start my day today. With this making a move on this Flaherty Toussaint spot. I do think Toussaint's a character guy. I do think he needs an opportunity. I do think this is a nice lineup for him to go at, especially with Carpenter. So lefties can't hit him, and you know Carpenter's a lefty. Let's just see what they have in the lineup for righties here. Martinez a righty, De Jong righty, Ozuna righty, Jorko righty, Molina righty, Bader righty. Yeah,
the first 5 under has gotten bet down, and that might not be a terrible play either. I am a believer in Flaherty. I am kind of a believer in Toussaint. So the first 5 under might not be a terrible play.
Cody Valentine saying Matt Carpenter's ice cold. 10 for 58 in September, 22 strikeouts, only 2 extra base hits, 0 home runs. Carpenter's hit 2 home runs in the past month. Gary Weeks says, I see you don't show the record anymore. Jimmy,
no, we can.
We do, Gary Weeks, and I'm sure that's it's just a new name from the same guy. We show our record nonstop. We did have a problem with the TriCaster, and everybody knows how bad the baseball record is. Let's show it up.
Guys, show the MLB record. Yeah, I'm treading water, you know, for a while now. I'm up about 22 units or so. Jim's record is a little ugly. It's a little ugly.
It's a lot ugly.
It's a lot ugly. Of course, Jim doesn't do as many of the easier to beat markets that I do. I guarantee you, Jim, if you stuck to like first half team total overs, player props like Red Girl does, second halves, stuff like that, your record would be a lot more. Those are just easier markets to beat.
It's a horrifying record, and it looks like unless the A's win the AL, this will be the first pro sport that will have a negative record, and not just a little bit negative, a ton negative. But yeah, that's what it is. Sonny Vega joining us says, "Let me ride with you, man." I loved Sonny Vega's video yesterday. And Bill Butler says, "Can we compliment Larry on the awesome job he did on the video submission video they made? He did do an awesome job. We absolutely love him." Let's keep rolling. And Gary Weeks says, "Haha, Jimmy, God, you suck. You're awful."
You know, look, if I had to go down those markets, you know, if I were taking the markets that Jimmy was giving picks on every day, it would not be that bad at all.
That's
not even close. But it'd probably be negative. It'd probably be slightly. No,
That's
I mean,
horrifying.
yeah.
But I am up in every single other pro sport and every single CFL, NCAA, NFL. But you know, this happens.
Yeah. On covers, I'm doing okay overall on the year.
Gary Weeks says you lose every month. Yes. Sure, Gary Weeks, but on this show, with the official record, I've never been down in a pro sport. The only sport I've been down was college basketball. So,
and Gary Meeks, I'm telling you, man, keep an open mind, right? Life is about having an open mind, making decisions and judgments, also having an open mind. Jim is doing some great work in NFL this year and college football as well, but particularly NFL. He is up in NFL this year so far, so am I a little bit, NFL, and I expect that to continue. Yeah, well, CFL, yes. Gary Meeks, Modest sample size in CFL, not tiny, but Jimmy is up a bunch of units in CFL as well. He is up about a half unit in NFL, and more importantly, giving great analysis. So the jury's out. Look, baseball
football too. NCAA football with about
sure.
5 units?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. In college football, Jim's up about 4 units right now in college football. And look, MLB is tough. You know what I'm saying? MLB is tough. You're going up against guys with models and stuff like that, and you're betting into you're going for these the full game sides and totals, which are very tough.
Kobe Valentine saying, "Bad guy already stated St. Louis money line is my birthday pick."
Okay, St. Louis money line. So he is liking that one. All right. So I am on the second half over here, 3.5 minus 105. That's a borderline play, but I am on it, and I will give it as an official pick. All right, you want to quickly move on to the 1 o'clock Minnesota-Detroit game, and then we can read some other comments and maybe bullshit a little bit, and then get back to it.
I do want to.
Yeah, all right.
Gabriel Moya versus Spencer Turnbull. Game time, 72 Fahrenheit, wind blowing sideways, but softly. Minnesota will likely be without Rosario now for the rest of the season, aggravated his quad injury. Detroit has a new injury concern. Candelario, some back tightness, so he won't be in the lineup for a couple days. Hopefully just a couple days. Moya, 3-1, 4.73 ERA, 1.27 whip, so it's bullpen days from both sides. He will start, then Steven Gonzalez will come in. He gave up 16 earned runs over 12 and a third innings in 4 starts. And then he looked good coming in from the bullpen. He came in after 2 innings in that last Moya start, and he looked good. He held Kansas City hitless, only allowed an unearned run. AAA this is a highly thought of prospect. AAA Rochester, 9-3, 2.96 ERA, 19 outings. Turnbull spent most of the season in Double-A. His numbers aren't very good, and they got worse as he went up. 5-8, 3.92 ERA, 1.25 whip. Made his major league debut at Cleveland. Said he was shaking, he was very nervous, but got through an inning very nicely with 11 pitches. Are the Twins the play again here?
I mean, it seems that way. Let's take a look
at Noster says, "What's Turnbull's strikeout prop? This kid has nasty, nasty stuff."
But how long is he expected to go?
Again, this is going to be a bullpen day from both sides.
This game did not have an overnight line, so I did not look at it actually. Let's check out the lineups here for Detroit. Jones, Stewart, Castellanos, Matuk. What's your take on these lineups? There's a Ducci in there. Minnesota has Forsythe, Polanco, Cave, Grossman. What's your one over on these lineups? And Gary Meeks, this is not for show. When I asked Jim's opinion on MLB research, I absolutely am asking for real information.
These are soft lineups from both squads. There's no doubt about it. With the studio at catcher, with Petit at second base for the Twins. I mean, you're missing their best player in Rosario. You're missing a deep threat in Sano. This is ugly. I mean, you're missing Mauer, even though he doesn't hit with any power. Ugly. And then Detroit, I mean, Candelario's hot and cold, but he does get his walk. His on base is fine. But yeah, these are 2 ugly lineups.
All right, we got a lot of comments coming in on soccer and tennis plays. We have to let's just quickly finish up with Minnesota Detroit, and then I want to highlight some of these soccer and tennis plays because I have already tailed some of them. Others I am thinking about going on and tailing right now. So I don't know. I guess I'd have a vague lean to the under here, Except when you have a bullpen day, any of those relievers can get blown up, but a vague lean to the under, right? Why would we not? Why would we not like the under here?
Yeah. I get it. Noster said I lost yesterday. I'm going right back to Detroit. Reverse run line. Odds of this game ends by 2+ run margin, regardless of who wins.
Right.
What is the total?
The total is 9, is what I'm seeing. The total is 9, which is probably pushing it. I should keep things simple and straightforward. Just go for again identified Tampa Bay first 5 team total over. Classic low hanging fruit yesterday, and it was. Didn't mean it was a lock. Didn't mean it was 100% guaranteed to win, but low hanging fruit. And I should probably stick to mostly those kinds of plays, right?
Shivers, my man Alonso Shivers is on Twins money line and the game over. Dave LA's on Twins first 5 money line, and then Big Easy Beasy on Twins and the under.
Everyone's liking Minnesota here, aren't they?
They are. And Minnesota's rolling, but I think that has to be a recency bias. When I look at this lineup, what's the money line on it?
Is it that bad? The Minnesota's about a minus 120 fave. Is the Detroit lineup that bad? Is the Minnesota lineup that good?
No, God, no. I just, when you're dealing with these bullpen days, these young pitchers coming up from AAA,
it's kind of a crapshoot.
There's so much volatility.
There really is.
And so I don't see an edge personally.
Nostratoda is probably right. If you're going to take Detroit, the minus 1.5 line for Detroit is plus 250. So taking Detroit at -1 would be plus 180, 190, something like that. And that is probably probably the way to go here. I'm just one final time. How about this Minnesota lineup? Does it scare you, Jim, to bet against?
God, no.
God, no. Really?
No, not at all.
Not even close.
No, it wouldn't scare me. I understand both sides. And to be honest with you, who's the best hitter in either of these two lineups? It's Castellanos.
Yeah.
So
this lineup doesn't scare you. Forsythe, Polanco, Cave, Grossman, Kepler, Austin, Adrianza.
It's a horrible looking lineup.
A horrible looking lineup.
Now these guys can manufacture runs, and they're probably better than their names would lead you to believe. But
better than their names would lead you to believe.
But no, I prefer the Detroit Tigers lineup.
All right, I'm an inch away from taking Detroit -1 here. I'm just gonna check one thing real quick. I'm gonna check it, and I'd probably be leaning under, but that's probably not a play that I want to take either. All right, I'm gonna think about how about no score in the first? How does this guy Moya doing in general?
I like Moya.
You like Moya?
Yeah,
he's been doing all right.
Yeah. I like what I've seen from Moya.
He's been all right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check something very, very quickly.
Now 4.73 ERA, but of late. He's looked good. Let me.
I'm thinking about no score in the first, and I'm thinking about taking a shot here with Detroit -1. Thinking about taking a shot here with Detroit -1. Just checking something out right now. Right about now, I'm checking something out. Right about now, I'm checking something. All right, I'm gonna take another shot with it. This is borderline as well, but hopefully at least one of my borderline plays wins. I'm gonna take Detroit -1. It should be about a nice plus 180, plus 190 type.
Says don't do it.
Oh, really?
But, Dave LA's on the Twins team total over 4.5.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to take a shot with it. The money line is going to be plus 113, and the run line at Bet365 plus 250. So that's, a big underdog line there. If it loses, it loses. I understand why people are liking Minnesota. I mean, Detroit just can't win games. They're just not winning. But
Paco Healy says tailing Juventus. Jimmy, listen, I'm tailing the guys here. Mm-hmm. This is not. I'm just tailing our cappers here and following what Lou H says to do.
Yeah. All right. So that's it. So I have made two borderline plays here. They might both be losers, but I'm going to take St. Louis, Atlanta. Well, I already took it. Second half over 3.5 -105. Detroit -1 as a decent-sized underdog. We'll see how it all turns out. But I understand why people would say that's a stupid move, and I'm probably hemorrhaging a unit here.
Elio Rodriguez is on under 5, first 5. Robert Breton says Detroit easy.
Mm-hmm.
Take the -1.5.
All right, so Robert Bertone says Detroit wins easy. Alonzo Shiver says don't do it.
Kobe says don't do it either. Don't take the Tigers. Jones, Martinez, and Candelario. Martinez is done. Jones, I thought I saw. Did I not see Kobe in that lineup? All right. Jacoby Jones is right there. He's batting leadoff. Unless that changed, let me refresh this. Jacoby Jones is batting leadoff. So Jones is in the lineup, Kobe.
How about this, Jim? Do you think you can talk baseball for about 4 or 5 minutes? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan the comment section and pull picks on soccer and tennis that people have been hitting us up with, okay? Sure. All right? Talk about whatever you want, MLB, for 4 or 5 minutes if you can. And I'm going to pull some comments, and I will share with you whatever I find. If you want to tail what I find, go ahead. I'm going to do this for both of us and for the entire Low Bag family watching right now.
Beautiful.
Go ahead, Jim.
All right. When we look at this baseball card, I look at what is the low-hanging situation. I tell you what I think it is. Oh, wow, Stewart just goes deep for the Tigers.
What do you mean, Stewart? Oh, you mean not for the Tigers. That game starts at 1.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. What am I talking about? This is the St. Louis, Atlanta.
This was not the way I was hoping you would. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just
yes, low-hanging to me is fading Tyler Anderson, believing in Walker Buehler. I like the Dodgers in every conceivable way here. Game time temp 72 Fahrenheit, wind blowing out to right center very softly. Anderson 0-6 over his last 12 starts with a 6.38 ERA. Sure, he gives up 2 runs over 7 innings against San Francisco. San Francisco can't hit lefties, can't hit anybody. Gave up, and still, I do not trust Tyler Anderson here at all. Lefties hit 292 with an 848 OPS off of him. We know the Dodgers have big left-handed bats, and they're going to try to sweep this series. Righties hit 243 with a 751 OPS off of him. Buehler's a beast right now, 1.75 ERA going back to July 31st. Lefties 195 off him, righties 207. He's getting everybody out. 8 appearances, 4 starts against the Rockies, so he's seen them a lot. That may not be the best thing for Buehler. But I just feel like there's a big pitching advantage here. I do not trust Tyler Anderson, and I want to hammer the Dodgers in every conceivable way. I will make those plays as soon as Pete is ready to roll. My man Kingu says, I love this show, my favorite show in the galaxy.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Kingu.
But some of the male cappers in the chat need to start having more respect for our female cappers. We all come from a woman.
Really?
So
I've actually seen, has anyone been disrespecting anyone?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's been
really? Okay, that's not cool.
One of our most valuable players, the Red Girl, whom we love enormously.
People have posted shit about her? Really?
Yeah, there was some stuff, and those people I assume won't be back, and we don't want them.
Yeah.
So so no, shout out to Kingu, respect, and thank you. Al Abraham says bag is right on the money. Dodgers will rock today. Yeah, let's go do it. But I'll wait till you are ready to rock.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Talk about more games because I'm getting good stuff. I'm getting good stuff here, and I'm just okay.
Another spot I like here is the under the first five. No, excuse me, the first five with the Twins. Grit and Grind saying we love the ladies. R2D2 saying we love all our women here.
And one shout out to the women. If you're going to take the women as far as handicapping, picks and ability as a group compared to the men. Not even close, Jimmy the Bag. Not even close. The women are way ahead. With the women, you got Red Girl, you got Native Queen, you got Godmother 87, you got Brooke Jordan. You got some. I mean, it's a smaller group, but in terms of ROI, not even close, boys. Step it up. Let's step it up. I mean, it's a bigger group with the men.
Yeah, and we have Taylor Stevens joining us.
Yeah,
we are growing. We are growing.
I'm just saying, a little bit of a reality check here.
We our
Red
team,
Girl's killing it.
Our team of female all-star handicappers is growing. Yeah, I like Noah Syndergaard first five with the Mets here against Eflin. I don't trust Eflin. Game time temp 81 Fahrenheit, wind blowing in, but not that hard. Syndergaard 12-3, 3.26 ERA, 1.26 WHIP. Won his third straight start last Friday. 7 scoreless against the Red Sox. Now, it was a weaker Red Sox lineup, but still, he's looking very strong. 1.99 ERA. He's allowed just 26 base runners over the 22 and 2/3 innings. Syndergaard 5-2, 2.96 ERA, 9 career starts against the Phillies. He did get touched by them September 8th. So that was just very recent. I'd like to hear, maybe I'm simplifying things too much, but I do trust Syndergaard over Eflin any day of the week here. And Alonzo Shiver saying Dodgers will sweep. Eflin 10-7, 4.26 ERA, 1.27 WHIP. Stopped the 3-start losing streak last Friday. Allowed a run over 6 1/3. It was the first time since June 27th where he allowed fewer than 2 runs. Eflin has a 6.10 ERA in 6 career starts against the Mets. He's given up 10 runs over 9 2/3 in 2 decisions in the past 6 weeks. So these guys have seen each other a lot, and if they've seen each other a lot, who do we trust? We trust Syndergaard over Eflin. Lefties hit 295 with an 864 OPS off of him. You know the Mets' big bats are left-handed. Righties hit 233, 658 off OPS off of him. Kobe Valentine says fade the Phillies. They have packed it in. Yes, I am going to jump on the Mets first 5. So that will be the second game that I hammer as soon as Pete comes back to us.
I'm getting a lot of great stuff here, Jim. I'm getting a lot of great stuff here. Stuff from Marco Polo, stuff from Teddy B, stuff from Timur Sergaliev, stuff from Anil Frank. Let's see.
Nostra says Dodgers escaped with a win yesterday. No complaints here for the future. Yes, for my future as well, but very lucky to win yesterday. Yeah, and I had Rockies plus a half run in the first 5, so that cashed at plus 135. You know what? Mr. Kite says, Mr. Kit, says, are you taking Dodgers full game? Yeah, and I'm going to take them on the run line. I'm not going to take them on the money line. I'm going to take the first half on the run line too. Tom Gunn joining us.
Shout out to Tom Gunn. Shout out to Tom Gunn.
Red's book. Yeah, no, she's crushing it. Elio Rodriguez coming in more says Fognini. -1 sets at plus 170, 12:45 start. I love that, Elio. Thank you for sharing that. Rays game doesn't start till 2:05. Let's hammer it. It's a nice. I want to keep fading the Rangers, but how long are we going to keep going to the well? I can't believe this Rangers offense can't do a thing. Game time temp 91 Fahrenheit, wind blowing in. Rays have won 13-16. Rangers have not scored in the first 2 games of the series. They've gone 21 innings without scoring a run. Kobe Valentine saying I'm all over Colorado plus 1.5. Dodgers are being overpriced, says Teddy B. Joker, it's already up 2-1 in the second period.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Yes, I did bet that one. I bet Joker it. All right, Jim. There's a lot of comments that I probably missed, but you ready? You ready?
My man Timur Sergaliev, whom we love, says Peter and Jim. I worked in the desert. Nearly no internet, but I bought a kick-ass router back on the six.
Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to T. Mercer Galiev, who gave us some nice calls. All right, it seems like Man U might be a good play here. Anil Frank likes Man U money line -140. They're far superior to Young Boys. Bag the Bling likes Man U -1. A lot of people liking Man U here. Of course, everyone is saying take Juventus as well. Red Girl says have Juventus and Man U and the Young Boys over. So Red Girl likes the Man U and Young Boys over. T. Mercer Galiev is liking CSKA Moscow handicap at +147. And Teddy B says Juventus should win, but the under in Juventus is good too. They win 1-0 or 2-0. The games tend to stay under. I've already bet Juventus, and maybe the under would be a good play there. Noah Lastark says, I agree, Ajax won't cover, but I could see a 1-0 score I can see a 1-0 score. Melas Palas way, liking Man U at well. And Koi Huang also likes Shakhtar at home. -0.5 should be a winner. So there are some nice plays here. Juventus, Man U, maybe the Juventus game under, and Shakhtar on the handicap might all be good plays. Anil Frank, though, likes Juventus team total over. Team total over. So, Anil Frank thinking that still not taking the over, just the team total over. So the under 2.5 might be a good play in the Juventus game. Noah Lastark likes the Bayern game, both teams to score at -145. That sounds like a good play.
Lou H says stay away from the Juve over under.
Okay. But Lou H presumably likes Juventus as much as everyone else.
He's the one who put me on.
Yes. Elio Rodriguez liking Fognini at -1 at +170. Goes off in about 20 minutes.
Oh, Koi Huang says Man U not good in Europa League.
Okay. And Neil Frank, though, says, tail the soccer plays, Jim. You can go into the evening show, up some units. Juventus and Man U will win. Trust me. Marco Polo also says, boys, take Juventus in Champions League. Take it. And T. Mercer Galiev, Shakhtar Donetsk is the play. Eric Swiatek and me agreed to it. Wow, interesting stuff here. All right. Again, all these plays that I tail don't have to win. They don't have to all win. The winning percentage has been great. Some of them have lost, but when you count Angel Romero and all the plays from R2D2 Finland on the hockey plays, overall, I'm doing quite well. Tailing the people who know what they're talking about in the comments section.
No doubt, man. This is a hell of a group. Yeah, I'm going to stick with what I have. But what would the line be on Man U right now?
On Man U, probably about -140 from what I have seen. Looking at a lot of comments here. Yeah. Teddy B says, be careful with the Man U game. Knowing Man U, this is a spot where they shit the bed. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with the plays I have. I'm not going to add any. I like the two plays I have, and I like R2D2 bringing me up on Joker. So I'm good.
Okay, I'm looking. All right, so let's get back to MLB, Jimmy the Bag. What plays do you want to add here?
First thing I want to do is I want to take team total overs, first 5 full game on the Dodgers.
Okay, so you want the LA Dodgers first 5 team total over, and the LA Dodgers full game team total over. We'll line shop here right for you right now, Jimmy the Bag. LA Dodgers, the full game right now would be 4 -122. That's at Pinnacle. 4 -122, and the first 5 innings would be 2 -132. That's the current line at Pinnacle as well. I'm going to quickly check Heritage just to see if they might have a little bit better line on either of these, and if they do, we'll definitely give that to you. If not, oh yes, they do. For the Dodgers, it's a -130, so we're going to give you over 2 -130, not -132, and on the full game, we'll give you -125. So -122 is what we will give you on the full game, -130 on the first 5 innings.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think that Walker Buehler is susceptible because he's made 8 appearances, 4 starts against Colorado so far this year, or do you think he's just pitching lights out right now?
My sense is he's just pitching kind of lights out. I was thinking maybe a shot once again with the Dodgers, with the Colorado first 5 team total under, although it's 1.5. Buehler seems like he's definitely the real deal.
And what would I get if I took the first 5 minus a half run?
For the Dodgers, let's see. For the Dodgers, first 5 -0.5 would be about -140.
Okay, and then let me just see what I'd get on the quickly on -1 first 5.
Another play I'm going to give in the Cubs-Arizona game. This is a play that, of course, yesterday I killed the Cubs game along with a bunch of other people. I had Cubs -1 cashed. Cubs first 5 team total cashed over, and I also had Cubs second half, which pushed. Today it's going to be Hamels against Ray. Ray is not a guy that I particularly want to fade. Hamels might be coming back down to earth just a little bit, but I am going to take the Cubs on the second half here. That's going to be a no-brainer play, minus 125. I'm adding that one on. Cubs second half, minus 125. Thinking about a shot with Arizona on the first 5 innings, maybe. I definitely kind of like Ray in this spot, and not have a few questions with Hamels right now. I'm definitely going to take the Cubs on the second half, minus 125. That's going to be a no-brainer play right there. That's another one I'm adding.
Not Flush Allen, our man, Not Flush, is asking, Pete, was that pick Ajax?
Which one?
Your soccer pick? Do that?
Oh, I don't have any soccer picks. No. I'm reading other people's picks. No, they're liking the under in the Ajax game. Under. Noah Last Stark says, I agree, Ajax won't cover, but I could see a 1-zip score.
Yeah, okay, well, let me finish off. I'm gonna take him every which way. Kobe liking the Rockies here. I just feel like the Dodgers have their foot on the throat of the Rockies, and they're going to step down. Give me Dodgers first 5 minus a half.
Okay.
And full game run line.
All right, first 5 minus. See, these plays make me a little bit nervous, Jim. Like yesterday, it wasn't too bad, but you took, the Pirates first 5 minus a half, Pirates minus 1.5.
I did the same with the Rays.
Yes, that was different. That game, that pick, I totally agreed with. Absolutely. It's just sometimes in these games that are like expected to be a little bit low scoring, a big favorite at home where there's not a lot of runs. It's just like if I was going to take that Pittsburgh game yesterday, definitely would have been -1, not -1.5. And just taking those -0.5 first 5 lines with a big favorite line in a situation like that. At Texas, totally different situation. Yeah, this one makes me a little bit nervous. I'm just trying to help you out a little bit.
I know
Jim.
you are.
All right, so LA Dodgers first 5 minus a half. Minus 140. You want that one, Jim?
Yes, I do.
All right, first half minus a half, minus 140, and the LA Dodgers run line. You want minus 1.5?
Yes.
This is another one. If I was going to take this one, I would be. Well, I take -1s on everything. But all right, let's see. Dodgers minus 1.5 will be plus 103. That is the current line at Pinnacle. Dodgers minus 1.5 plus 103.
What's the money line?
The money line for the Dodgers is up over minus 200, so that's like minus 214.
I'm fine with it.
Okay. All right, and I've added on the Cubs second half minus 125. That's definitely a play that I'm liking.
Mr. Gokes are saying going to hit you guys with a couple Major League Baseball plays on the 6 p.m. show. He's 5-0 on this show. We're getting a video from Mr. Gokes today. And could you give me the New York Mets first 5?
The Mets first 5. Okay, so wait, hold on one second. The Mets first 5 money line. All right, the Mets first 5 money line will be with Syndergaard going. Best line right now, minus 125. So Mets first half, that's going to be minus 125. Syndergaard against Eflin. I'm going to quickly check Pinnacle, but minus 125 is at least, minus 124. So we'll give you the Pinnacle line, minus 124. Mets first 5 innings. Yeah, this was a tough card. I didn't make any bets on the overnight lines. There were a few plays that I had circled, which was the St. Louis-Atlanta second half over, Cubs on the second half, and let me see, try to refresh my memory. What were some of the other peripheral plays that I had circled? The big one was Cubs second half. Atlanta second half over was another play that I had circled. A lot of games didn't have overnight lines, so I didn't look at them. Brett Anderson tends to be very good at home, so I'm thinking maybe he has a good start here. Pena's also been good, so I was thinking maybe first half under. That's a play I was thinking about. That's a play I had flagged in my head. Cincinnati-Milwaukee is interesting. Obviously, Gonzalez is very shaky right now. Harvey, not super reliable, but less shaky, and I was thinking that Cincinnati on the first 5 might be worth a shot. Thinking about the White Sox on the second half again. Yesterday, I talked about it, I thought that, yeah, I flubbed that one. I had that one nailed. I knew that Rodon was going to be susceptible, knew that the White Sox would probably have the edge later, and the White Sox second half, plus 140 was a lean yesterday, and I didn't give it. I did bet it, and White Sox second half again today at a big underdog line would also be a lean. That's about it. Other than that, it's a very tricky card from my perspective, Jim.
Teddy B saying, Loshak, Jimmy, I know this is an early college football play, but the over 60.5 in Alabama, Texas A&M, Mac bet all over it. Quote me.
Max.
Yes. Okay. There's some plays that I find quite interesting. First off, are you surprised?
Just one thing.
Sure.
White Sox second half at plus 160 will be an official play. White Sox second half plus 160. All right, go ahead.
Are you surprised that the total has gone down in the Royals at Pirates, Phil Meyer, Chris Archer? Do you think there might be just a little bit of recency from yesterday's game?
No, I would have expected that total to get bet down. I mean, Phil Meyer has been quite impressive, right?
Yes, but very impressive at home. Not quite so impressive on the road. Archer hasn't been impressive.
Yes.
This is a low total.
It is. Not super surprised the total has gotten bet down. I was vaguely leaning under here, or maybe second half under, but again, this is just a little bit too borderline for me. I think I might pass on it. I think I might take things relatively light today.
I hear you.
I was thinking about KC's second half, maybe plus 120.
Oh, Brooke Jordan saying Syndergaard has been getting his ass whipped against him.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that way?
Ass whipped against the Phillies. How do I feel that way?
5-2 with a 2.96 ERA, 9 career starts. He gave up 4 runs on September 8th, but that truly doesn't concern me. Joe Crit now up 3-1.
I don't really know how I feel about that. Has he been getting? How do I feel about that? I don't know, Jim. I'm happy that I bet Joker it, and I'm interested in tailing a bunch of these plays here that people have hit us up with.
Oh wow! And Tomor on the other side of Teddy B says, "I love the under in Bama A&M."
Mm-hmm.
There's Tua hasn't played anyone with a defense. A&M has a strong defense.
All right, so this is a really tough card. The games the night games with no overnight lines, I'm going to have to look at in the afternoon. The Minnesota-Detroit game, I did take a shot with Detroit -1. Tampa Bay, Texas, that's another tough one. What do you think about this one? Maybe Tampa Bay second half. Do we have the lineup for this game yet? Let's see. Let's see if we have the lineup for this one here.
Yes, we do.
Okay, what are you thinking here, Jim?
Smith, Pham, Duffy, Cron, Wendell, Gomez, Bowers, Adames, Zucker. I like the Tampa Bay lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Chu, Odor, Andrews, Mazzara, Beltre, Profar, Guzman, Perez, Pochi. How long is this Rangers lineup not going to hit for? I don't know. I feel like
maybe forever.
They've got to break out.
Mm-hmm.
Pink High Genie says, Pete, no need to fear Robbie Ray. Get on the train. I do fear Robbie Ray.
He's talking about the Cubs. Yeah, I mean, I fear Robbie Ray a little bit. I wouldn't be averse to taking the Cubs on the full game. I just feel like much more comfortable with the Cubs on the second half here, and maybe a shot with the Cubs on the full game as well. I might add that one on. I'm just taking the Cubs second half for now. Start.
Okay, so you are uncomfortable with that total in the Phil Meyer versus Archer.
Yeah.
Why don't we get to a marquee matchup that I don't have a play on? Red Sox, Yankees, Price, Severino.
Okay.
Game time, 75 Fahrenheit, wind blowing in, 7 miles per hour. Yanks got Aaron Judge back, got a win. Mookie Betts still day-to-day with a left side injury. Price 6-0, 2.22 ERA, last 11 outings. Last start, he was 31 changeups. Got 10 swings and misses on him.
Who is that?
Price.
Yeah. Listen,
15-13 with a 4.86 ERA in 41 appearances against the Yankees. He's pitching very well right now. Both lefties and righties aren't hitting him. Severino, though, hasn't won since August 26th at Baltimore.
I know. Who called that second half swoon from Severino? I didn't call as much of a swoon as it was. I wasn't expecting that. I thought he was going to be a little bit overvalued. You know what I'm saying?
Also, Nostro on the Rangers. And Reef, New York City, joining us, hit a 4-teamer, doing great work for us. Last win, 5.65 ERA. He pitched okay against Minnesota. Actually pitched pretty good. 1 run, 4 hits, and 5 2/3. 4.29 ERA in 12 career starts against the Red Sox. Doesn't seem to rise to the occasion. If tomorrow was the wild card game, I would not expect him to pitch it.
Mm-hmm.
Lefties hit 256 with a 699 OPS off him. That's what's been climbing. His lefties are hitting Severino. Righties still having trouble. 227, 646 OPS. Red Sox smash righty. I'm not making a play at this point. Do you have any feel?
No, I'm just looking at. It's interesting though that the Bayern game has taken some money to the under. Did you see that? You probably didn't. That's kind of interesting.
That is
interesting. We took the over. The Bayern is.
We have a new commenter, Poontang Lover.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Hi,
Join the
new
crowd.
Listener. I was told to watch this.
Oh, very nice. By whom? If you don't mind us asking, we will give that guy a referral bonus, which is a half birthday. The referral bonus. Yeah. Everyone gets a half birthday pick at the 6-month mark. You can get a half birthday pick if you refer someone to the show.
Fillmore says Tanaka will pitch the wild card. In my opinion, I agree with that. So let me ask you this: is the over in Blue Jays at Orioles low hanging?
Blue Jays, Orioles.
Estrada versus Yacobonis.
Oh, that one didn't have an overnight line, so I did not look at that one.
Game time, temp 80 Fahrenheit, wind blowing in softly. Jays going for the sweep. Estrada looks awful. Just awful right now. But he's had okay numbers against Baltimore in his career, 3.55 ERA. Righties are hitting 309 with a 953 OPS off of him. Yacobonis, lefties are hitting 348 with a 988 OPS off. I don't know. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. It feels like this over may be low hanging. Flipper said hammered 2 unders today. Which ones did you hammer? Flipper? Ski Prophet says I'm going to find some way to bet on the Yankees against Price and the bullpen. So you don't find an angle here with okay, you're going to look into the Jays Orioles.
Yeah.
I do want to go against the market and take the over in Royals Pirates. I'm not going to make that move yet. I also want to take team total overs for the Indians against Covey, but I'm going to wait for the lineups to be announced. I don't trust Covey, and I just want to make sure because Tito's resting guys on the Indians. I just want to make sure that they're here and ready to rock. Lefties hit 281 with an 813 OPS off of Covey, and the Indians just smashed lefties. Sorry, excuse me. Did I say lefties? Sorry, they smashed righties. Lefties are hitting 281, 813 OPS off of Covey, and the Indians smashed righties 257, 772 OPS. Here, let's see. Kobe said, I told you from the start of the series, Jays are pissed they got swept last series. To Baltimore, they won't let it happen again. Jays own Gibbons' old team. Dom Ricci joining us says, went 5-1 and 1 yesterday. 2 plays I added were total low bag tails. Cards over. Cubs money line. Total shout out to the low baggers. Much love, Dom. Yeah,
the Cubs was a great call there. All right, I'm tailing some plays. I took the Ajax game under 2.5, 3 at the, and I took Shakhtar -0.5. I took Man U small, but not huge. And it's interesting that Juventus, the line has actually gone the other way. Juventus' line is now almost close to even money. So that's certainly interesting. Juventus has gotten bet down a little bit. As well as the total in the Bayern game. People said that the Bayern over was a good play, gotten bet a little bit recently to the under, and people are loving Juventus, but they've gotten bet a little bit in the opposite direction as well. Just commenting on some of the plays that I am. But on the other hand, Anil Frank, tail the soccer plays, Juventus and Man U will win, trust me.
I can't really help when it comes.
Yes,
to
no, I understand. I'm just checking. I'm just reviewing the line moves that I'm seeing that are kind of interesting, and I am as a group tailing a bunch of those plays. All right, let's look at other.
You made a play or talked about a play that I find very interesting. Reds first 5, Harvey versus Gonzalez. Brewers just aren't hitting. Now Travis Shaw and Lorenzo Cain both left Tuesday's game. Their status is unknown, but Shaw suffered a right knee contusion. And Kane was pulled from the game with a rib cage injury, but it doesn't look like it's that big of a deal. Dark Kent says, Jimmy, did you talk about the Rays game? Yeah, we talked about the Rays game. I don't know what to make of it, to be honest with you. And Notre Toda thinks that the wrong team's favored here. He has the Rangers in this spot. I have not made a move. Dave Allais, who's smashing baseball right now, is the under 10. And that's about as much help as really I can give. Not Flush Allen says, my boss called and said the numbers show that my productivity is down in the hours between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. and 4 p.m.
Wow, they're tracking it like that, huh? They're tracking it like that. Unbelievable. Nut Flush Allen. He's going to be fine. You know why? Family. He's got a solid family. That's such a huge, huge advantage in life. I mean, a wonderful advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do.
Not like one of those advantages where, like, you're a fucking asshole. So it's the most important thing, isn't it, Jim? I wouldn't know anything about that.
It is a very important thing, but we'd love the honor of being that family for you. Harvey, though, pitching well. Now, he's had a tough time against Milwaukee this year. 5.52 ERA, 5 runs, 11 hits over 4 innings, 1-1. But he's pitched so well, and since that game there, he got touched for 5 runs, 11 hits. He's pitched so well. 2.50 ERA, 19 strikeouts in 18 innings. That includes 6 scoreless against the Cubs. Lefties hit 266 off him, but with power. Righties hit 273, but those numbers are going down. Gonzalez is someone I don't trust. Didn't get through 5 innings last out against the Pirates, who aren't hitting. Lefties hit just 233, 634 OPS, but righties hit them hard. Reds hit lefties hard, 268, 763 OPS. I like it. I think it's a spot here. Brooke Jordan says, what about Syndergaard getting his ass whipped? Says, I was basically trying to say that Syndergaard is a 5.58 ERA against the Phillies, and Phillies are batting .348 against them, and that's this season. Brooke Jordan, I hear what you're saying.
No, and Cindy's also been he's up and down. He's up and down. You know what I mean? He's not he's not stringing together great starts. He's giving you one good one, one dud, one good one, one dud. Absolutely,
he's coming off a good one,
and he is. Yeah, so absolutely, that's a great point. That was a great. It's just Jimmy put me on the spot. He's like, how do you feel about that? And I was like, I don't fucking know. But it's a good point.
No, Sotoda says Reds are nothing pending lineups. These must-win teams are a great historic fade, always overpriced. Yeah, I like Reds first 5. What would we get on it?
145, something like that. Let me check it. Well, let me see. Maybe I'm just guessing. Yeah, no, 150 at Heritage. Yeah, 150.
What would I get it for plus a half run first 5?
Yeah, plus minus 105, like even money. Yeah, even money.
Flipper says, I took Reds. I love fading teams in must-win spots. Look, Flipper 13 and those are saying the exact same thing. I like it. You know what? I think that the Brewers lineup's going to come out without Shaw and without Kane in it, and the number's going to get worse.
Well, that line, that's an evening game, so we can, I'm going to pass on all these evening games for now. I want to see what the lineups are. I want to do more research. I'm keeping it, I forced some plays yesterday, which was fine. Today, the only leans that I got, thinking about the White Sox first 5 team total under 1.5. If Carrasco's lights out, that's going to be hard for them to score again. Thinking that maybe Casey is just too big of a dog here. Other than that, I'm pretty much going to stick with the solid plays I think I got here. White Sox second half plus 160, Detroit -1, St. Louis, Atlanta second half over, and then the Cubs second half -125. I think that's solid. But other than that, it's going to be a wait and see approach for me, I think. You want to add anything?
Not for me.
Okay.
Elio Rodriguez says, "Did you copy my plays? They are the same. Nice, beautiful. I like hearing that." And Dom Reach saying Browns all of a sudden are a sexy pick versus the Jets, but he is concerned. Listen, the lineups are going to come out, and you're going to get a worse line on the Reds. If you want the Reds, take them now.
Yeah,
That's what I think. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, okay.
First 5 plus a half run.
Okay, so Jim's going to take Cincinnati first 5 innings plus a half, and that's going to be plus 100. First 5 innings plus a half, and the best line there will be plus 100. Or line shopping here, it's a split line. Line shopping always important. SBRodds.com. Half the places have -105. Heritage and Bet Online at plus 100, and we'll give you plus 100.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. These plus halves in the first 5 have been really doing well for me lately, and I'm going to keep taking them. Mariners, Astros. Elias is starting, we believe, against Keuchel. Elias has looked good, but it will be a bullpen day. Lefties hit him pretty hard. Keuchel, though, 8-2 with 3.16 ERA over his last 18 starts. He had a bad start to the season, but he's been coming on. 1-2, 4.08 ERA over 4 starts against the Mariners this year. Nice career numbers against the Mariners. Lefties hit him hard. I don't remember Keuchel getting hit so hard, even though his ERA is 3.16 in his last 18 starts. Mariners hit lefties, and the Astros smash lefties. Feels like, I don't know. I don't have a move on this Mariners-Astros game, and I know I didn't have an overnight line, so we will keep rolling here. Stratton versus Erlin. Giants, Padres. Man, that hurt, that little bloop single. So I didn't get paid for the Padres bet yesterday. What are you thinking here, Giants, Padres, Stratton, Erlin?
Man, that was a tough one, huh? I thought the Padres were a good play yesterday. It started out looking pretty good. There's been a 15-cent line move in favor of San Diego. Stratton, of course, coming off an awesome start. San Francisco seems like they just can't win anywhere except they have San Diego's number. As of right now, this is going to be a pass for me. I'll review it later on. But as of right now, it's going to be a pass for me.
Yeah. Stratton does look like a different pitcher since coming back from the minors. 2-2 with a 2.10 ERA and 5 starts. He talks so much about confidence and all this stuff. When guys talk about confidence that much, to me it says that they have issues.
Right.
Real issues.
Overcompensating.
Yeah. Well, why would you bring it up over and over
right.
and over again? Obviously, it went away from you. Obviously, you're not someone I can count on. He allowed 1 hit over 7 innings at Petco Park, but that was April 12th. Remember, he had a really nice start to the season, and then he fell off. Lefties hit him hard, 276, 805 OPS off him. But remember, all the Padres' big bats are pretty much from the right side. Erlin, though, has bad numbers against San Francisco, has lost 4 straight starts, but did look much better against Texas in his last start. Giants don't hit lefties, Padres don't hit righties, but I'm actually off of this game. And Paco Healy from San Diego says Padres were brutal yesterday. Yeah, they hurt. Okay. Oh, wow. King Rail got to go. Bad reception in New York. New York. Catch everyone later. Best of luck. Everyone kill the bookies. King Rail in Vegas and New York, New York. Shout out to King Rail.
Shout out to King Rail.
I'm interested in the under with Hamels versus Ray today. What do you think about it? I like the way Ray's been pitching, and Hamels has been lights out. Hamels' numbers as a Cub are incredible. 4.0, 1.57 ERA, 1.10 whip.
I don't know. I'm looking at this soccer shit, Jimmy the Bag.
Sure.
I'm all about this soccer shit right now. Ajax and AEK Athens under 2.5, 3 at -140. I'm on that one. Bayern Munich, I did take that one, -1. I'm on Juventus, even though the line has moved against them. And Teddy B says that Juventus under might be worth a play. And I think someone else said that the Real Madrid game at over 3.5 is worth a play as well. I'm going to pass on that one. Man United is as a huge favorite at -145. I took a small shot with that one, but I'm going to pass on that one. I'm liking this soccer shit, Jimmy the Bag. I'm liking this soccer shit. What was your question? Sorry.
Trenton Claxes on the Cubs money line. Poontang Lover says Hamels has been great since being traded to the National League.
Yeah.
He certainly has. R2D2 says loving the under on the Cubbies, Jimmy. What do you think about this under here, Ray versus Hamels?
You know, no opinion on it. Hamels has been, maybe coming a little bit back down to earth recently. Ray is great, but control issues can always pop up for him. This game, I'm just going to keep it simple and safe. Cubs second half, -125. I think it's a solid play. It could lose, but I think it's a solid play, and that's the only way I'm going to play this game.
I loved Ray's start last out, but it wasn't 2.95 ERA over his last 10 starts, 0-1, 3.50 ERA in 3 career starts. Lefties against Ray are hitting 137 with a 493 OPS. So there's going to be the Cubs are going to rest left-handed bat. I'm impressed with Ray. There's no doubt about it. I'm impressed with Ray. Let's see what anybody else thinks. The live over 2.5. What game are you talking about, Teddy P? And,
I think he's talking the Bayern game.
Bayern game, okay.
Yeah,
Bayern over
yeah.
2.5.
And Zach Kenkel says KHL overs continue to be money. Yes, that might be the way to go as well. KHL overs in general.
Nisbet on Cubs. Tomor says Ray has been strong, but he's never been the same pitcher at home. Interesting. Interesting. You know what? NCAA leans by Nolly Knows. Nolly Knows really put me on some great plays this past week. Says NIU FSU under, Buffalo Rutgers under, hit North Carolina under. Only bet made really like Ohio Cincinnati under. Man, listen to what Nolly knows, because Nolly knows, man. Okay, I have some NFL I want to add. Can we? I'm ready to.
Go ahead, Jimmy the Bag. Jimmy the Bag's going to take over NFL. Jimmy the Bag just absolutely killing it in NFL. You know
really,
what?
Not really. I'm barely above units. It's NCAA and
right. No, I mean relatively.
I'm up 0.2 units.
Let's throw the record up anyway. If we're going to throw, let's throw the NFL record up, and we'll throw the college football record up as well. Look at this. You know what? If you got the NFL record, look at that. Look at that. Jimmy and I both up. Both positive. I am up 0.6 units. Jimmy the Bag up 0.2 units. As far as I'm concerned, that's a success right there. I've said this from day one since I started having to give official picks and shows. If I am up, if my goal is to be up my realistic goal is to be up like 1.5 or 2% ROI on any season. That's what I've been able to do in an MLB. But as far as what's good enough for me, up 1/10 of a unit, and I'm fine with it.
You know, definitely. But and early in the year like this is fine to be. Wow, look at all these college football plays coming in. Dom Ricci, NIU covers. Zach Kenkel locked in Iowa, Wisconsin under 44. Can't see that one going over. Elio Rodriguez taking all 3 Florida teams. Book it, no respect at all. And you know what? Elio said that last week and cashed with them all, and I didn't cash on with any. In fact, I lost the unit fading them. So, let me just quickly... so, I'm already on the 2 overs that I'm in love with. Steelers, Buccaneers, over. I'm already on the Patriots, Lions, over. I'm in love with those. Here is the next play that I want to lock in. I do want to lock in the Jags. Am I still getting -6.5?
The Jags. All right, let me open
Gabbert, and I said this yesterday, Gabbert will not be able to move the ball against this Jags. All he does is check things down. And now, he's going to obviously not challenge Bouye and Ramsey, so then he's going to go up against the fastest linebackers in the league. You want to run with Miles Jack, you want to run with Telvin Smith, you're in trouble. Titans have a strong defense.
Wait, the Jags?
Yeah.
You already gave this one officially.
Did I?
Yeah, yesterday.
So I have 3 official plays. I never bet the Jags. That's my thing. I only 2 official plays.
No, you definitely gave the Jags because BetOnline was the only place that had it, and I gave you the BetOnline line, which is 6.5 -115.
Okay, beautiful.
So, yeah. You definitely locked it in.
Okay, so perfect. Okay, that's all I wanted to hear. Now, looking at these plays, I'm going to hammer today. I do think I'm going to jump on the Packers. Has there been any line movement on that Packers game?
Let me see. Line movement on the Packers game. Packers are from Green Bay, right? Let me see. Where is that? The Packers game. Not really. Yes. Since opening, a small line move to Green Bay, but nothing huge, but significant. Yes.
And so it's at -3?
Yeah, 3, but positive money.
But plus money.
At Pinnacle, yes.
You know what? I'd like to just take it.
Okay.
This is a play that I want, and I'm just going to take it. I can understand people trying to convince themselves that they want the Redskins, but I'm not.
There's no 2.5s we can give you, but we can give you a 3 + 106. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, I like that.
All right, Green Bay -3 + 106. Green Bay + 106, -3.
So I am going to take the Titans team total under. Rostradamus says, how is Green Bay not a trap? You know, I've heard people say they want to convince themselves to take the Redskins, and, go ahead and do it. I just think that Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to outscore Alex Smith. I I like Alex Smith, and watching Mahomes with that Chiefs offense, I start thinking, God, man, maybe Alex Smith is just a game manager capable of very little.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He did have those weapons when he was there, but I mean, it also has to be, yeah, maybe the reason he was a game manager is because they drew up game plans for him to be a game manager, and if they had, no, but you're absolutely right, Jim. I don't disagree with you.
Carolina Panthers here. What is the line I'm getting? I feel like the Bengals. We're going to see a bad Bengals team with Mixon out. I know that there's a lot of Bengals fans here in our group, but I do not like them. And is there a 2.5?
Oh, look at this. Reef NYC says Pete is looking like the Don Dada today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Reef NC Don Dada. This is super. All right, let's go.
Wu-Tang Lover says don't believe the Bronco hype betting on Baltimore. You know what? I like that plus spot for the Broncos, but I agree. The Broncos are a huge question mark.
Mm-hmm.
They played 2 bad teams and barely beat them. I don't know what to make of Broncos. I'm probably going to end up staying off that. Teddy B says, Jimmy Loshak, Redskins play Packers close. Remember, you like the game. Packers were also favored by 6.5 that game. I think the Redskins are definitely better than what we saw against the Colts, but I just feel like if you're going to offer me up a spot with where Rodgers has to outscore an Alex Smith-led team that has very little running game, I'm going to take it.
Yeah, sorry, these games are about to go off, Jim, so I am focusing in here. I'm bearing down here.
Baradron says, how about my birthday pick, guys?
Shout out to Arj Bish Baradron. These games are about to start in a Champions League, so I'm just making some final decisions here, Jimmy.
No, I can tell how focused you are.
Yeah.
You did a bad job with Ardashir.
Yeah.
Shish Baradron.
Huge shout out to Archie Spears Shish Baradron.
No, you screwed it up again.
Okay, all right. Yeah. I'm thinking about I'll be interested to see how this Man U game turns out, and I'll be interested to see Teddy B and others really liking the over 3.5 in Real Madrid and the Roma game. That might not be a bad tale either. The Man U game is very interesting. Man U game, very, very interesting.
Wow,
are they going to shit the bed?
Terrell Pryor first TD plus 2,000 and anytime plus 500 on Thursday Night Football. I like that. He hit last week on his prop bets. I like that. Go get it. Okay, we only have a few minutes left.
Sure.
Anil Frank says Panthers are definitely the play. Listen, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I want to see the Bengals move the ball without Mixon, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jimmy, for giving me this. The games are about to go off, and let me just put them. All right, okay. I think I'm back, Jimmy the Bag. All right.
Perfect.
Okay.
Scotty Rock has a birthday pick. Dodgers run line. Something that Pete did not believe in for me.
Okay.
Bag the Bling says, take it, Pete. Man U -1.
Yeah, I did take it. I just didn't bet. I bet a little bit less than the others. People are thinking that maybe they will shit the bed here. But yeah, no. Twan B says Man U money line, easy money line. All right, maybe I'll make that bet the same as it's generally when you're tailing people. Unless someone tells you to go double, it's best to make the plays the same amounts, and I'll fill that one out to make that a full unit bet here. Man U. People are suggesting that they might shit the bed, but I'll take it. I think they'll be all right.
Can't clean a bed if there's not shit in it.
Absolutely, Jimmy the Bag. Absolutely, Jimmy the Bag. Ups and downs in life. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. That's life. All right, let's see. What do we got here, Jim? Any other comments? How's the show going? I've been so zoned in on these soccer lines that I haven't even been paying attention to see if the show is maintaining a brisk pace and maintaining a nice entertainment
Some talk
value.
on this Panthers game. Sean Glass says Carolina no offense. Homer says Dalton has 30 TDs, 9 picks since the new offensive coordinator took over last year. Play calling has been great. They are the better team, in my opinion. They are not the better team without Mixon.
Wow, Teddy B says Man U is a trap game. Zach Kenkel likes Man U. I'm on Man U as well, but Teddy B says Man U is a trap game. But Twan B says Man U is easy money.
Yeah, I'm not going to make a play there.
No, it's just interesting that Teddy B is taking such a strong outsider outlier position here.
And it's Noli knows. Noli, I thank you for letting us know because we want you to be called exactly what you want to be called. And his name Noli knows. And I love this guy. Great capper. Scotty Rock Forever says you sound like a young Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. No, I can. There's a lot. Trust me, there's a lot behind this mustache. Trust me. About 40% of it good, 60% of it a nightmare, and but a lot behind.
Not applicable things. You're locked in. You're zoned with it.
I feel like overall. Well, I've already cashed. I feel like overall with these plays I'm tailing, a couple of them probably lose, but I'll be okay. I think overall I'm gonna come out positively. And if I don't, I'll be okay with it because it was a calculated risk, and most importantly, what? What? I bet sized appropriately.
You did. Colmore says Carolina playing without Khalil Williams, 2 key offensive linemen. Those are huge losses, bigger than Mixon. Yes, but they are used to those losses.
Mm-hmm.
They played without them. Bengals have not played without Mixon. Giovanni Bernard can't do it. Can't handle it. Their O-line is not good enough. Eifert's doing nothing.
So Ardashir Shish Baradron wants a birthday pick?
He does.
All right, no-brainer play here. Cubs second half minus 125. The only other play that I have live for MLB is White Sox second half plus 160, but I think is a good value play. I've been riding the Cubs all series long, and Cubs second half at minus 125 is the official birthday pick for Ardashir Shish Baradron. Shout out to Ardashir Shish Baradron. Hope you have a great birthday today and a great upcoming year in your life, however old you are, wherever in the world you may be.
I want the Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
And I want them now.
All right. Okay.
If you don't mind giving me some.
Teddy B, man, you was a trap game. Interesting shit there,
Teddy
Teddy
says
B.
I'm not on Cincinnati. I'm on the under. The under might be a great play here.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what do you want? You want Carolina?
Yes, I want the Carolina Panthers.
Carolina. We can give you 3 plus 102. 3 plus 102. That's at Pinnacle. All right. Jim's taking Carolina minus 3 plus 102. Minus 3 plus 102.
Beautiful.
All right.
Okay. And then just a quick look at these other football games. Yes, I'm interested in the Browns. I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger.
Okay.
Yes, I'm interested in the Falcons. Again, I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger. But this over in 49ers at Chiefs, what is the total that I would get right at this very second?
49ers Chiefs. 49ers Chiefs. All right. Without line shopping, I will tell you that roughly 56. Probably can find you a 55.5. Didn't you already give this one or no?
No.
No. Okay.
Unofficially.
No? Okay.
I would like.
You want it?
I don't know yet. Just with Reuben Foster back and stuff, I'm going to need a little bit more time. 49ers are missing Marquise Goodwin. I just feel like this Chiefs offense is a juggernaut.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I'm not going to do it yet.
How about just Chiefs team total over? What about that?
No, I like Reuben Foster being back. But yes, no, you're right. That sounds like a great play. Are the team totals out?
You said at some places they are. Let me check.
BetOnline was one that had them early for us last time.
Yeah, if they're out anywhere, because team totals are not on the SBR odds page, I can't check them. But if they're out anywhere of the books we use, and you can quote. And as far as the total is concerned, I'm going to check to see if this is stale. But SBR odds is showing that the Greek still has 55 for the KC game. I'm going to check that one right now because that would be a significantly off-market line. But it's possible that is still available. And if it is, we could give you 55. I just want to make sure that that's not a frozen feed there.
If there is a 55, I will take it.
Because that would be significally off market.
I have not seen a 55. I've seen 55 and a half, 56.
SBR is showing the Greek on 50. Here, let me see. SBR is showing 55 for the Greek, and I'm going to check right now. Let's see, where is it? Oh God! All right, sorry, so much shit going on here. Sorry, this is we're trying to maintain. We're trying to maintain. Here we go. NFL, the Greek. Here we go. NFL, Kansas City Chiefs. Where's that game? Well, I'll be damned. 55. Yes, it's correct. SBRodds.com. Shout out to SBRodds.com. That, according to at the Greek website, is still just 55. They are sticking tight to the under on this game.
I'll take
That's
it.
an interesting lean there, Jim. Very interesting. All right, so San Francisco, KC over 55 minus 110. And the reason that we use the Greeks off-market lines because they are pro book, and if you beat them on their off-market lines, they will allow you to keep betting that. But it's interesting that they're taking a big lean to the under here. We can give you over 55 minus 110 currently at the Greek.
Cool.
All right.
I find the Eagles very interesting. I'm finding the Broncos less and less interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already off that Giants. The +6 was what appealed to me. I'm off that. Chargers Rams. I'm very excited about watching it. I can understand everybody backing the Rams. And the Bears, I find extremely appealing. Again, though, is this a letdown spot? Can the Cardinals improve with this new coach? I mean, it's going to take time. I'm just going to leave it at that right now. I do wonder, though, if the Cowboys at Seahawks under is a simple play.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to take a little bit more time there. And I like where I stand.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. Anything else? Now we can just quickly move on to college football. You know, some people were suggesting that
Can we see the record, though?
Yeah, let's throw the record up. Now, my record should be a lot better here in college football because there were a lot of leans that I talked about when I was going through a hard time, where I still am, but I didn't. So I'm down a couple units in college football, but overall I'm doing okay. And look at that, Jimmy the Bag up 4 units. Nice little start to the college football season there, Jimmy the Bag. I had a bunch of leans that I talked about and just didn't give, but I'm feeling vaguely okay about college football right now.
52 bets in 3 weeks.
Very nice, Jimmy the Bag. Yes, yes. No, that is not. Hey,
I love it.
When I'm full on handicapping college football, I usually have, including team totals and stuff like that, way more than that after 3 weeks for sure.
That's the most I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's because I'm working with all these great cappers. Just trying to listen as much as possible. Noah Lastark says, Alabama alumni here.
Mm-hmm.
Always been somewhat close game. Minus 23 is high, but I said that about Ole Miss, and I was on Ole Miss. Ole Miss is one of my losses, and I didn't just lose that. I got destroyed there. Says, Bama is just a different kind of breed.
Yeah.
Ross Radamas says, why isn't Rosen starting yet? That's a good question. Rosen's going to go in there and get broken.
Mm-hmm.
I said that at the beginning of the year that Bradford and Rosen are China dolls. Fact of the day from Butler, Tom Brady has been off target on an NFL worst 24% of his throws so far.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's the lowest in over a decade. Wow.
Yes, yes.
Very interesting
There's
stuff.
so much shit going on right now. All right, in college football, things that I was thinking about, I was looking at this. I'm thinking, coming off the loss, is Wisconsin maybe not a real good bet here at -3 against Iowa? I know some people were suggesting that the under might be a good play. I did have the under in the Wisconsin BYU game, which I'm happy about. That was one of my winners that I did give as an official play. I'm thinking maybe Wisconsin might. I know they're on the road. I know Iowa is a solid team, but I'm thinking Wisconsin -3 might be worth a shot. Other plays I was thinking about. Let me see. What did I add on? Michigan State at Indiana. Is Indiana really that good? I know you might not have been following this too closely, but
yeah, I think they're a good club. I mean, they were up against Ball State,
mm-hmm.
and Ball State was rolling,
mm-hmm.
and a lot of people were on Indiana, and so I just stayed off that game,
mm-hmm.
and they showed why. Yeah, Indiana's a good football team, and if you look at how Ball State played Notre Dame and then how they played Indiana, you'd say, wow, they're a really good club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're good. Now, let's see what Torrance say about Wisconsin. Kylie Reynolds first says, love Wisconsin, Pete, and Michigan State both coming off losses.
Yeah, and I definitely like Wisconsin more, I think, than Michigan State. But I think I like both.
Wisconsin played down to the level of competition. I think they step up here. I like to bet teams' first road game that have struggled at home, they usually step up.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. All right, I'll make that one an official play. What the hell? I did bet it. Wisconsin -3. We'll see where this line goes. It's gotten bet down a little bit, but I'll take Wisconsin -3, -106. That's the current line at Pinnacle. I was also liking Louisiana Lafayette against Coastal Carolina. That line has gotten bet up.
But it's all over the place.
Yes,
that's
it is.
-3, -140.
Yeah, Bet Online is -3.5, -140. Other places have -5. I'm seeing Phoenix and BetMania at 4, -110. I might pull this back by the end of the week if I do more research, but in case this line gets to 7, I'm going to take Louisiana Lafayette -4, -110. I'll make that one an official pick. Louisiana Lafayette -4, -110. Other people were suggesting that Oklahoma State would be a good play to roll over Texas Tech, and that line has gotten bet way up from 11.5 up to 14. I forgot who posted that they liked Oklahoma State. I'm feeling my way through this card, Jimmy the Bag.
Omid is a Jew says, tell me why Tennessee won't win outright against Florida.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking that maybe, other people were saying that they like all the Florida teams this week, and I was thinking that Florida State might be a play, but I'm not totally sure. I'm going to look into this game more. Not totally sure why Tennessee should be an underdog of more than a field goal here. I was thinking about a shot with Tennessee +4.5. I was also thinking about a shot with South Carolina against Vanderbilt. Now, Jimmy the Bag, great friggin' call on Vanderbilt last week, and then I think you added on the under. Great friggin' call on that one as well. I was thinking, though, that in this spot, maybe South Carolina, obviously a huge rivalry game. South Carolina off the bye. Maybe South Carolina -2 might be worth a shot. I was also thinking that Oregon State as a home dog, 6 or 6.5 against Arizona might be worth the play. I know I was reading that Oregon State has some injury issues, but I was thinking about that. I was also thinking that maybe Baylor might roll Kansas. I faded Kansas last week, huge mistake, but is Kansas really that good? I'm going to look into that a little bit more.
Not Flush Allen says, Jimmy, we talked about IFBC. A few buddies in tight with USC,
mm-hmm.
and the word is airing it out offensively at practice. This overlooks low hanging. I know a ton of people on this over.
USC.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about the USC team total over as well. I think it's I kind of like USC -3.5 also, and thinking about the over, and I was thinking about USC team total over. What?
The USC over hasn't.
That's right. We're only on. That's one of the miracles and wonders of sports betting football. Jimmy the Bag. There's an entire week. We're only on Wednesday. Saturday is eons away, Jim. this game might move. This is a Friday game, right? Yeah. Sorry about that. But yes, I was thinking about the USC team total over as well. Leaning USC minus the points. Not sure about either of those, though. Combining them to make a safer play on the team total over. Huge shout out to Nutflush Allen. Thank you for that information. Huge shout out. Thank you for just in the midst of all the positivity and the invites to go. And we should try to have Thanksgiving dinner at Nutflush's house and make videos of it.
I would love that. Is that Canadian Thanksgiving or American?
No, it's an American. I
only said no. I'm joking.
And we can if we can find a way to sell it to the SBR brass and higher up by saying, and we'll get videos out of it, and then we can track it with analytics. Yeah. They'll say, okay, we'll do that.
Canadian Thanksgiving's coming up.
Yeah, that's right.
We have nothing to be thankful for in November. Okay. DJ Big Boss liking the Wisconsin under. The Blunt Truth likes Nevada, Vandy, Kentucky, Tennessee. Let's look into that. Wow. Western Kentucky looked so good last week. God, I felt back. And they're
Jesse Dykstra says, I'm from Iowa and a huge Hawkeye fan. That will be very low scoring. Never bet against Iowa at night at Kinnick Stadium. That's where good teams go to die. That's true. I know. It just feels like the spot is good for Wisconsin. I'm just not exactly sure what the talent discrepancy is here. If Iowa has the talent to be justified, I know at home it's a tough situation, and I would also be leaning under as well. Shout out to Jesse Dykstra. Thanks for that information, for that comment.
I wonder what DJ Big Boss thinks about the over in for USC Washington State. Melee Payless Way says on USC full game over. Not Flush is on it. Melee Payless Way is on it.
Poontang Lover says Wisconsin, I think, is overrated, though. And Reef NYC says, I hate Wisconsin. I might have made a mistake there. I also am leaning under, for sure. Yeah, I have to look into, Tom Marino says Wisconsin isn't top 10, but they're still a good team, in my opinion. And BYU is not good. Giving up 20 points to BYU at home is not a good sign for Wisconsin. I have to look in to see if that was that an anomaly? Was that a fluke? Or is that an indication that Wisconsin is significantly less impressive than people were suggesting?
Tomar, I think that's part of it, without doubt. But Tomar said on the chat, he said they beat BYU by 60 points last year.
And they just weren't respecting him, yeah. Still, BYU does not have an explosive offense. You can't be giving up 20 points to BYU at home without a real good excuse. You know what I'm saying?
R2D2 says Finland has Thanksgiving from Monday through Friday because this show is.
Oh, hell yeah. Kobe says Wisconsin should bounce back, but line seems trappish.
Yeah. Melee Payless Way on Marshall +6. Sean Glass on NC State. I haven't looked into that game a lot. Have you? NC State game?
Yeah, that is an interesting one. NC State against who the hell are they playing? I can't remember, but I did look into it, and it's definitely an interesting game. Who the hell are they playing?
I'm trying to find it.
I can't remember, but I definitely looked at it, and I thought, wow, this is a freaking interesting game here. This is a freaking interesting matchup.
Where the hell is it?
I don't know. Marshall. That's right, Marshall.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And Melee Payless Way likes Marshall +6.
I was thinking that it was now down to 5. I was thinking that as well.
Is that a mistake? That the opening line here? Got it.
Yeah, that's a mistake. Yes.
Wow. Yeah, I've got to study that. I've got to study that. Charlotte looked awful. Is Massachusetts going to hurt them? Charlotte looked terrible.
Yeah, on that game, I'm staying off of as of right now. Some people suggesting that BC might roll here, -6.5. Purdue might have left it all out on the field last game.
Ford told me back Boston College every week right now. I mean, I know they only covered by half point last week, but and then we got the big matchup, Stanford at Oregon. God, that's exciting.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to add before we wrap this up, Tim?
Yeah. I am close to taking that USC over with my man Melee Payless Way and not Flush Allen, but I need a little more time on that.
All right, so I have added on here, and I was thinking about Florida State. Maybe this is a spot for Florida State against Northern Illinois, right? I bet but didn't give as a pick Central Michigan last week. Northern Illinois, I know that Kyle Jack is kind of high on them, but maybe this is a spot where Florida State rolls finally or not.
Yeah,
tough one.
They're a tough team to trust. Nick Williams, Michigan over Iowa State, over in Boston College, and Ole Miss. Do you think Ole Miss bounces back after that shellacking?
Against who? Who are they playing?
Sorry.
Who are they playing?
Sorry,
I can't even
Mr.
remember. I
Public
can't even
Property.
remember.
It's no reason. Yeah, I understand why you can't remember. Look
It's
how
a
many
sandwich.
goddamn
It's a
games
sandwich
there are.
spot for them, isn't it?
Look how many
Are
goddamn
they playing
games there are.
Tulane? Who the hell is Minnesota? Who the hell is Ole Miss playing? Can't even remember.
Kent State.
Oh yeah, Kent State. Kent State. Ah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because Kent State, easily could get a backdoor cover here, especially if they're down big.
Oh wow, Mail This Way will be at the SC game.
Nice,
Beautiful.
nice.
And Sean Glass liking North Texas. We've had a lot of people come in liking North Texas.
All right, so I have added in college football, Wisconsin -3, -106. Might have been a mistake. Jesse Dykstra says never fade teams at night games at Iowa, and I certainly can understand why. Wisconsin -3, -106 is a play that I gave. Louisiana Lafayette -4, -110 is a play that I gave. And Jimmy the Bag in NFL has decided to add SFKC over 55 -110. That is an off-market line, intentional off-market line being hung by the Greek. Green Bay -3 +106. Carolina -3 +102. And Jim, I have a feeling he's going to have a lot more NFL and college football plays to add to his official record throughout the week. Congratulations to Jimmy the Bag for being up 4 units in college football and 0.2 of units in NFL. He's probably not happy with that. If that's for my record,
I'm happy after 2 weeks.
I'd be fine.
The first 2 weeks are tough. I generally do
Definitely.
a good job with.
Definitely. Tough 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But we're going to be covering all this stuff a lot more. Any final words? We do have to wrap it up. We'll be back 6 o'clock Eastern time, of course. All right, my MLB plays, White Sox second half +160, Cubs second half -125. That is a birthday pick, Cubs second half -125. I gave 2 plays on games that are already off, and Jim has given Dodgers first half team total over 2, Dodgers full game team total over 4, Dodgers first half -0.5, Dodgers full game run line. Jim on the Dodgers 4 ways. Also, Cincinnati first half +0.5, and the Mets first half -124. Those are all the official MLB picks. We'll be back at 6 o'clock Eastern time, everyone. Thanks so much.